Every sales team bought the same promise. Almost none of them got what was in a box. Hello everyone, my name is Lucas and welcome to AnyBiz.io's YouTube channel. The 6th Sense State of the BDR 2026 report surveyed 872 sales development reps, and it found that AI adoption in sales development reached 99% this year. That's up from 53% in 2024. By any measure, that is a category that won. The pitch worked, the buyers responded, and virtually every BDR team in the survey now has some form of AI running. Then the data gets interesting. In a way, the vendors who sell this category would rather you not sit with. Only 8% of organizations downsized their BDR teams in 2026. About 58% reported headcount growth. The teams that bought the subtraction pitch, fewer reps, lower cost, same pipeline, mostly did not subtract. They kept the people and added the tools. That tells you something important about what the tools are actually doing at the moment of purchase versus what happens 6 months in. And that is exactly what we are going to work through today. Quota attainment moved from 89% to 92% across all of this. And if that numbers means something to you, like, subscribe, and ring the bell, because this is exactly the kind of breakdown that we run on a weekly basis. BDRs now average roughly 34 outreach attempts per contact, up from 17 in 2024. Teams using AI dialing tools run cadences about 7 touches longer than teams without them. The machinery is working exactly as sold. More messages are going out faster across more channels than at any point in the history of outbound sales. Volume, however, did not move the outcome. In 6th Sense's regression modeling, sheer outreach volume was not a reliable predictor of quota attainment. Part of what explains it is where the AI is actually being deployed. The most common application of AI among BDR users was producing messages and content at 74% of respondents. That application showed no reliable association with higher quota attainment in the data. Reviewing and analyzing conversations used by 62% did show a reliable association. Account identification and prioritization at 35% showed a directional advantage. The most used capability is the one with the weakest evidence behind it. Worth sitting with if content generation is the feature your vendor shortlist is competing on. There is also a deliverability problem hiding inside the reply rate comparison. Digital Apply's 2026 analysis of 100,000 matched cold emails pairs found that fully AI-generated emails produced a 4.1% reply rate against 5.2% for human written. Meetings booked came in at 0.7% against 1.1%, and AI-generated emails were spam flagged at 8% against 3% for human written. An AI BDR that wins on copy and loses on placement has not gained you anything, because the reply rate comparison only holds if the email arrived. Now here is the zoom out that the adoption numbers do not give you on their own. The category is not measuring whether AI outbound works. It is measuring whether organizations bought the tools. Those are different questions. And the second one has been answered definitely. The first one is still being worked out in org charts, quota numbers, and deliverability logs across thousands of teams simultaneously. What the data consistently points toward is that results come from using AI to extend the capabilities of well-supported reps, not from replacing the human judgment that decides which accounts matter and when to push. The strongest predictor of BDR performance in the 6th Sense research for the 5th consecutive year was perceived job support. Well-supported reps hit roughly 100% of quota against 77% for everyone else. That is a 23-point spread that no tool closes on its own. The tool removes friction. The rep still has to be set up to succeed. That 99% adoption number is a category milestone. The 92% quota number is the honest conversation that follows it. And that kind of conversation is what this channel exists to have. The data behind the pitch, not the pitch itself. So keep watching. And the next one will be worth your time too. You have my word. The adoption wave is real, and the outcome is real. And understanding both is what separates a buying decision from a hope. Configure AI against a real signal. Keep a human in control of what actually qualifies. And measure the thing that actually predicts pipeline. That framing is what this channel keeps coming back to. So don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the bell. I appreciate you watching so far, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.